Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Friday the 5th of July 2024. In today's Millwall news, it's all about the pre-season schedule. We have it finalised. So Millwall confirmed 24-25 pre-season schedule. This is from millwallfc.co.uk, the club's official website. Millwall Football Club can confirm its full pre-season fixture schedule ahead of the 24-25 Sky Bet Championship campaign. The Lions will begin their programme in a behind-closed-doors game against Bromley before taking on Gillingham at Priestfield on Saturday the 13th of July, kick-off 1pm. Following a training game against near neighbours Charlton Athletic and a trip to face Reading at their training ground, Neil Harris and his team will head for a week-long warm weather training camp in Spain, with two fixtures taking place at the Pinatar Arena against Nottingham Forest and Real Murcia. Supporters are able to watch those matches in person by purchasing tickets at this link. On their return from the trip, a behind closed doors exercise against Colchester United will take place before a home friendly against Premier League new boys Southampton is set to take place in SC16 on Saturday the 3rd of August with a kick-off of 1pm. 1 week before the season gets underway. Full ticket selling details on this match will be confirmed on millwallfc.co.uk as soon as possible. As I showed you the other day, the ticket site is down because they are transferring to a new ticket provider again. Hope we'll see how that goes. Like in terms of, like last time, was it you had to register again, log in again, change your login part, all that palaver. So I imagine it'll be like that again. The 24-25 Sky Bet Championship season will then begin with a visit of Watford on Saturday the 10th of August. Stay tuned to millfc.co.uk for ticket news. So here we go. This is the pre-season fixture list. As we said, now interesting to note that behind closed doors games are listed here. Is an information overload. Why are they telling us this? Normally they don't bother, and you find out, oh, there was a game at the training ground. We played Crystal Palace. It was 5-1 to Crystal Palace, but don't panic. But yeah, they are publishing it, and it's not only Millwall doing this. Other clubs are doing this too. Mill have probably had the smart idea to not tell people where these games will be played or what time or what date, but other clubs are probably not so much on the ball. So let's just go through these and I'll show you what I mean by that afterwards. So obviously we've got Bromley, and then we've got Gillingham away, got Charlton, got Reading, got Nottingham Forest, Real Murcia, Colchester United and Southampton. So that's a lot of the games for a football club that only has about 15 members of the first team squad. Yeah, they're probably going to be absolutely knackered come Watford, or they will be. Now, here's the thing: we have seen, and there has been moans before about the fitness of the players. How do you get fit? You run. You run and you build an engine. And one of the things that's often mentioned is match fitness, because it's okay running around on your own on the training ground, doing sprints and laps and drills and stuff. It's about being match fit, which is a totally different kettle of fish. So is this the solution that Neil Harris has come up with in terms of how to fix the players' match fitness? Play matches. Play as many matches as you can. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Let's play a match. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Let's play a match. Interesting. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll see how the results are. Like I said, some clubs have listed. So this is from Charlton, charltonafc.com. So they have actually listed that the Charlton game will be July the 16th, and it's going to be at Millwall. Presumably Mill's training again, but it could be at the 10 as well. You never know. And it'll be behind closed doors. But you can see here as well. So they've listed their game at Crystal Palace away, but they've got a kick-off time. Why have they listed a kick-off time if it's behind closed doors? Well, if we go up and look in the blurb above, it will say you can watch the game on Charlton TV. So is that kind of what we're seeing? Are they telling the fans because they have a plan to show the games online? Obviously, if the games are during the day, not much use to many fans in England, but what about fans elsewhere in the world that might want to watch players involved in the squad? We've seen at the Den, they travel around the world to go and visit in person at the Den. Belgian fans, Dutch fans, German fans. So it would stand to reason that why would they not spend £5 to watch on Millwall TV, Millwall friendly, that's behind closed doors? So could we be seeing that? Another possibility, as we go to Reading as well, who not only, where is it? It's here. So, appearing to have a week without a fixture, Mill visit Bearwood on Friday, July the 19th, 12 p.m. kickoff for another behind closed doors fixture. So, Reading have not only listed that it's going to be where it's going to be, the time it's going to be, and the date it's going to be. So again, is this going to be shown anywhere? Is that the reason for putting it out there, so that people know there's some interest, and then they might want to watch it on online? I don't know, but I'm trying to scratch my head because this is happening at most clubs in the EFL. They're announcing their behind closed doors games. The only other reason I could think is some clubs have been inundated with calls saying, you don't have a game on this day, do you want a game? Can we play? Can you come to us? Can you, maybe they're getting inundated and this is clubs keep calling us or emailing us asking for a game on this day. So we just tell everyone that we have a game, but it's behind closed doors, so they don't bother us with all these phone calls and emails. Maybe it's that, but this seems to be, maybe it's coming down from the EFL to say this, to mention this to the fans, to get it published, to let it be seen. So I don't know, it's all very weird. I don't know why they're doing it, and it'll be interesting to find out if it is indeed some kind of EFL mandate that you should probably do this, but we'll see. Now, one game that isn't listed, like I said, it seems that Neil Harris's plan is to get the players match fit, is to play matches, basically. And there is a game not listed on that. It's a game between Millwall and Millwall. Do we have enough players? I don't know. Maybe they'll get the chefs involved, the ground staff. Maybe, hopefully, they don't end up tackling any of the players and getting them injured. But there's going to be a Millwall versus Millwall match, which is interesting. This is from londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press's online website. In-house match set to raise the pre-season training stakes at Millwall, as boss Harris says fixture schedule is phenomenal. Millwall squad will play an in-house match at the end of the week as their pre-season preparations go up a notch. So end of the week, is that on Friday? I don't know. The Lions have a competitive friendly the following weekend at League Two side Gillingham. Is there such a thing? Competitive? How is it competitive? Are we playing for a trophy? A succulent metal trophy? That's an oxymoron, surely, a competitive friendly. Before flying off to their training camp in Alicante, Spain, Millwall fans will be able to attend the matches at Nottingham Forest and Real Murcia at the Pinatar Arena. The Lions confirmed yesterday that Premier League New Boys Southampton are set to be their opposition on August the 3rd, along with behind closed doors matches against Charlton, Colchester, Reading and Bromley. This week will culminate in an in-house 45 minutes 11v11 between ourselves. Mill head coach Neil Harris told the South London Press. That's always really good to see because it's the first real part of the competitive action the players get. It always spices it up because internally they are in identical positions and they want to outcompete each other as sportsmen naturally want to do. And I've said to the players, like every training session, every pre-season fixture, and every moment they're in the building is an opportunity for them to impress me and the staff. I really look forward to seeing the under-21 players, or what it does at the moment is when the squad is slightly lighter in terms of first-team personnel, with Wes Harding still away and coming back over the weekend. It gives them the opportunity to showcase their ability and really put down a marker. There's always a young player there that stands out, and it's probably a little bit of a surprise to everybody. While we are searching for the right personnel to come in, it gives the young players a real opportunity. And let's be honest, when we play behind closed doors and go to Gillingham, where there will be 4 or 5 under-21 players that will get a chance to impress me. Our fans who travel will be excited to see them. Millwall versus the Forest and Millwall versus Real Mercia, I can imagine the excitement. I do need to apologise to the fans on behalf of Millwall Football Club because I know ultimately they want us to play in front of them, but it's the reality of the world now that a lot of pre-season games are behind closed doors just because of the cost implications, and it's just so much easier for us to manage the player loads and expectations. And the games programme we've put together is phenomenal. It's the best I've been involved with at the football club, and we'll be ready for the start of the season. Yes, the first 3 or 4 fixtures before we go to Spain were set up before I got here. I'm not saying I would have organised the games, but I was content with it, and I'm certainly not in the full process of ripping up any plans made already and breaking obligations. Not at all. And then they somehow list the end of the article, all of the games moved for Sky Television for some random reason. But yeah, that's the thing that Harris keeps saying, that obviously Gillingham fired him rather unceremoniously when results-wise he wasn't doing that badly, and they said, "Oh, boring football," and then they ended up dropping down the table, not really doing much. So there you go. That's fun and games. So he could have. That's the thing. Like, he could have gone in and said, "You know what? We're not going to Gillingham. Fuck that." After what they did to me, they can fuck off. But he didn't, which is fair play to him. I'm sure he would be quite happy if we beat them. But yeah, well, maybe that's why it's competitive friendly. Maybe that is it. Maybe Neil Harris is going to want to win that game. And carrying on with the friendly theme, we have. So the under-21 friendlies were sorted out ages ago. I think the under-21s seems to be on the ball a lot more than the first team. No offence, but obviously it's a lot more complicated. But yeah, so the tickets are on sale now. I don't know if you have to actually buy tickets. I don't think they're all ticket games. So they're just selling them for some reason. I don't know if they want the money early or what, but obviously there probably will be limited crowds, but I can't see it being absolutely banged out that if you turn up, you'll get turned away on the night. So yeah, this is the game against Dulwich at Dulwich. I mean, all of these are away games. The under-21s don't play any home games pre-season. So yeah, this is a rather weirdly priced £10.80 for adults, £4.30 for concessions, and under 13s go free. I clicked on the link. I didn't go all the way through the buying process, but I'm assuming for the weird pricing, that's probably, is it contactless only? Is it all, you can't pay in cash? Because if you turn up on the turnstile and you're expected to pay £10.80, they've either going to have a lot of 20 pences behind the turnstile, or it's going to be very weird. Or they'll probably just, I don't have 20 pence, and you're going to stand there and, well, what are you going to do about it? So, we don't have any change, mate. It's like, well, and they expect you to say keep the 20 pence, and why didn't you just price it £11? But I don't know. It's all very weird, isn't it, these days? So yeah, so those are on sale. Cray Wanderers, like, this may be well attended. This is in Eltham. It's a new ground, Flamingo Park. May be well attended. seeing as it's the only one in South East London, Dulwich, kind of southeast, more south. Well, East Dulwich where it is kind of southeast. It's the southeast postcode, but that's because they don't have a south postcode. The S postcode is for Sheffield. So yeah, Cray Wanderers, Millwall under 21s travel to Cray Wanderers on Tuesday the 23rd. And tickets for pre-season friendly on sale now, and that's £10 adults, £5 concessions, and £2 under 18s. So there you go. And the next one is Wealdstone away, and this is the more severe one. I think this may be all ticket. The way they're talking, it does sound. So Millwall under 21s meet Wealdstone, the pre-season friendly on Saturday the 20th. Kick-off at 3 p.m. and tickets for the match at Groves Naval are now on sale. Tickets are priced at £10 adults, £7 concessions, and £4 for under 18s. Millwall supporters have been allocated the west end of the stadium, a total of 1,025 tickets, which includes 369 unallocated seats. So the rest are standing. There's 369 seats, and it's basically first come, first served. In the Modu stand, and a mix of covered and uncovered terracing. So there you go. Now this is very strict. Obviously, I think there's more stuff down. So Wilson advised to book the appropriate ticket based on your support. Fans of either club will attempt to or gain access to the opposition end will be removed without refund. So you will be chucked out. You're not going to be taken to the away end or the home end, wherever you are. Lion supporters are advised to follow the instructions of stewards on arrival, who will direct you to the away end. So basically, you're segregated, which is unusual for a non-league game, non-league ground. Now this is I believe they're Conference South. They may be below that now. No, they were in the conference and got relegated, so I think they're Conference South, which is unusual because normally you go up the goal end of the team of the goal that your team is attacking, and then you swap ends at half time, and you can usually drink and view the pitch. So we'll see if they allow that on a day. Maybe that's another thing they clamp down on. But the reason for this strictness is I did mention in a video previously because we had some of our players on loan at Wealdstone, and they had to postpone some of their games because a section of their wall fell onto the pitch. It collapsed. Part of the stadium collapsed while fans were there. Thankfully, I don't think anyone was seriously hurt. But they lost their safety certificate, and I assumed that restrictions have been put in place, and it's serious business. They can't be dilly-dally about all that stuff. So there are only 1,025 tickets for Millwall fans, and you have to stay in the away end. You can't move around, and it is what it is. Deal with it. So there you go. Now moving on to this. So it seems the Carabao Cup date has been set. It was listed on the Millwall fixtures the other day that I showed you when it was announced of the TV games as Tuesday the 13th, but that was provisional. It could have been moved for television. It wasn't, but they're all on Sky Sports Plus anyway. You will be able to see this on television. But I'm talking about, this is going to be confusing for the season ahead in terms of Sky Sports television, Sky Sports streaming, which Sky Sports Plus is. It's a streaming service. It's not a television channel. It's a streaming service. So yeah, it's been set now. So if you're coming over for that, Tuesday the 13th of August, kick off at 7:45 p.m. So there you go. And again, tickets, we don't know about tickets, the cost or what, so we don't even know the cost. We don't know the cost. We don't know because we don't have a ticket site, but I don't know why they can't just tell us the cost of the tickets. Surely they know what that's going to be. It's all very weird things going on at Millwall. Very, very weird. We don't have any players. We don't know what the tickets are going to cost. We know it's all very weird. So moving on to this. From again the londonnewsonline.co.uk, the South London Press. Millwall boss Neil Harris on transfer links to Tom Bradshaw, a massive part he wants the striker to play. Millwall head coach Neil Harris says that Tom Bradshaw is a massive part of these plans, with the Welsh international striker recently linked with a move away from the Den. A Football Insider website ran a story at the weekend saying that the forward had a number of clubs interested in acquiring his services. Bradshaw has 12 months remaining on his Millwall contract, and our paper recently published an interview conducted with the 31-year-old at the end of last season, in which he stated his dream would be to finish his career with the South Londoners. So, if you saw the video I made, one day we covered the interview that Bradshaw gave, saying he wants to finish his career at Millwall, which is, you're 31 years old, we're in the second tier of English football. That, my friend, is you're retiring this year, because I think you've only got a year left if you're lucky at this level. No offence, but I mean, when we see it, maybe he does he joins Ryan Lender's yoga class, and he can get another couple of years. But I mean, I think it's this year, which I think people at Millwall know as well, and they're probably trying to move him on because his contract's going to run out next season. He'll leave for free, which I don't know how much money you're going to get for a 32-year-old anyway. But there you go. But so interesting that the South London Press they give us extra information that doesn't really need to be mentioned, because so they say that interview was given at the end of last season, but they published it last week, which is because the very next day that they put that up, all of the stuff about Bradshaw leaving came out, and it's like, what's going on? This is schizoid stuff. Like he wants to stay, and everyone thought, this is like masterminded it. Like he knew Millwall wanted to get him out, so he rung up the South London Press and said, can we get an interview in the paper saying how I love it at Millwall and I don't want to go because they're trying to get me out. So apparently that didn't happen. They're telling us now. That interview was conducted at the end of last season. They just sat on it until it's just a coincidence about the dates apparently. So, asked about his future, Harris told the South London Press, you articulated a really good piece last week on Tom, how much he loves the club, and how much he'd like to stay here with a family settled in the area. And then 48 hours later, someone puts it out that Tom has been linked with various other clubs. And I did read that and have a little chuckle to myself. I've been on the record about how delighted I was with the group of players that finished last season, and how I wanted to build around that group of players, as well as bringing in quality additions. And we are working hard behind the scenes on those quality additions, and Tom is a massive part of that. He's an infectious character. He gives a real energy and buzz around the place, and I've really enjoyed coming back and working with Tom, because he's developed so much as a character and a player since I signed him 7 years ago. His game has slightly changed now. I look forward to continue working him. Tom is with us. He's a massive part of our plans moving forward, and supporters and everyone inside the football club know my personality. Family comes first. If there's an absolute need for a change, then I understand that. But at the moment, we're really happy with that and what we've got in the building, and we just need to add to it. And I've talked honestly about the club website, about being patient at the moment, but we also need to add quality personnel. I mean, ideally, the next transfer activity in Millwall Football Club will be incomings, unless it's absolute necessity for personal reasons for an individual to leave the football club. The South London Press asked Bradshaw in that same interview about players tending to only command 1-year deals as they get into their 30s. And he said, well, it's the way the football club's been. It's quite an old-fashioned thing. You do some aspects of resaleability, and that's probably the main point. But the facilities and equipment people have nowadays to look after their bodies, the knowledge they have to eat better and maintain their physical outputs, it's tenfold over 10 years ago when I started playing professional football. I don't feel physically any different to when I was 24 or 25. I've had a few niggling injuries, but I put that down to playing almost every game last year, and then for the first time in 5 or 6 years I was playing over the summer with Wales, and then a short break before doing pre-season again. And it's probably something my body wasn't used to. It's something that takes time to adapt to. I feel stronger for it now and physically great. I probably take recovery time more seriously. I've got recovery boots at home and a Theragun. After games I'll jump on them. I like to think I always been quite professional in the way I conduct myself. One thing that's definitely stepped up is the recovery aspect after games. What you eat and drink after games. Harris has spoken about before about Kevin Nisbet signed from Hibernian last summer, learning how to play the number 9 role at Millwall off the likes of Bradshaw. I was very lucky I did my ACL when I did because I had only been at club for over 6 weeks, said Bradshaw. I probably didn't know how to be a Millwall number 9 at that stage. At the time it was the most devastating news, but it gave me 9 or 10 months to study and watch Greggs and Morrow, who had been at the club 5 or 6 years and been super successful. It was a really good way for me to learn how to be successful here by doing that and my rehab. And when I came back, I felt it was just understood what was required of me as a player and as a person to be a striker for Millwall. It's not complicated. Fans want you to run your nuts off and put everything to the game and try and score as many goals as you can. We're not massively scoring team or club, so you have got to be ruthless when you get those chances. And first and foremost, it's about being part of the team. If you've got to defend, then you've got to defend. Bradshaw has enjoyed being reunited with Harris. Millwall's fortunes were hauled impressively around in the closing months of the campaign as they powered clear of relegation danger. From a personal perspective, I don't think the gaffer's changed, said Bradshaw, who was signed when Harris was last in charge. He's very straight and to the point, and he's a very caring man, since he'll always ask about your family and things in your personal life, and that's lovely because straight off the bat it builds that rapport and connection. And he's got that very rare balance of having the complete respect of the club and players and that authority, and they have the command. He's certainly got that because when the gaffer decides to give a rollicking, then you take it seriously. And the flip side is that when he came back in, the first question was, how are your children? How's the missus and how's life? And it's that personal connection that pretty much everyone has got with him, and that shows on the pitch. So there you go. Family. The Millwall family. We're going to end with this. Another sponsorship, kind of. A Millwall enhanced partnership with Matchwornshirt. Millwall Football Club is delighted to announce it has extended its partnership with Matchwornshirt for an additional 5 years. 5 years. Under the renewed partnership, fans will continue to enjoy exclusive access to the lines signed at Matchworn shirts through online auctions going live at kickoff on the Matchworn Shirt website and app. Additionally, Matchworn Shirt will host for the very first time at least one auction for signed Matchworn shirts from Millwall Lionesses. An industry leader in unique sports memorabilia, Matchworn Shirt was founded in 2017 to provide fans with direct access to Matchworn and signed football shirts. Now partnered with more than 300 teams worldwide, the company has expanded to offer an extensive range of collectibles from various sports, including rugby, cricket, cycling, and hockey. Is that ice hockey or hockey? Every Millwall shirt made available on Matchworn Shirt is integrated with fabrics. Powered by the most advanced technology in sports memorabilia, this amazing innovation guarantees the identity and uniqueness of a Matchworn shirt by providing the owner with a personal digital certificate of authenticity. So they put like a tracking device on it, so you can probably connect it up to the computer and it tells the computer what it is. Okay, well, that can be like, I don't know if you know this, but there's like pirate video games around and stuff that can be pirated very easy. Luke Wilson, Chief Commercial Officer, said, "We are delighted to be renewing and extending our relationship with Matchworn Shirt to provide even more opportunities for our supporters to own a piece of the club's history. Matchworn Shirt are undoubtedly the leaders in this space, so we look forward to working with them over the next 5 years to integrate even more innovative and industry-leading technology into our partnership. For the benefit of other fans, their enhanced commitment to the club is also a reflection of the fantastic working relationship we formed in a short space of time, so we would like to be expanding that moving forward." So there you go. And there's a quote from the Matchworn Shirt guy. He says, "In the 2 years since we first partnered with Millwall, we've been working non-stop to only not forge connections with new teams, but to deepen our existing ones. And Millwall are a special club with a unique fan base, so we are delighted about the expansion of this partnership, which will continue to give unprecedented opportunities to Millwall fans around the world." Indeed, I don't know if you've ever looked at those auctions. The people buying them are literally around the world. Very interesting to see who is buying those shirts. So there you go. Maybe if they're going to do more of them, they might not be so expensive. But there you go. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.